Okay. Give me another perception check.
Another perception check. For just for Keen or for both?
For both. I mean, you said you're sniffing, so there's a new sense essentially that you're using. So
Okay, sure.
another.
Actually, Gorgorka has scent too, so
Oh, great. Yeah, then you go for it.
we're all sniffing the air together. Um. Oh shoot! Sorry, that one wasn't private.
Yeah, that's okay though, because you yourself also notice it, and Gogorka certainly might too. But there's a pretty foul smell coming from the cottage, probably from the inside somewhere. It's like rotting compost, but not the good kind, just really like putrid and bad, but
Does it
sort of like
smell like
rotting.
a corpse rotting, or
No,
maybe?
it does smell like rotting organic matter, but it's not necessarily just a corpse. It smells, like I said, more like a rotting vegetation.
Okay. Um. Uh. Is the front door the only way in and out of this little cottage?
Let me check. You scout around the cottage. There it is. And indeed, no, there's a little side entrance. There's a path that leads to it, so it's not hard to find.
Okay, she's gonna try to quietly enter through the side.
All right. Um, then we're gonna go to the scene, I think.
Not that she's stealthy at all, but she's a large knoll. I don't know how quiet she's gonna be.
Okay, let me just double check that I have everything set up here, hopefully correctly. And we should all see the scene. I don't know if everyone can see it right now because you don't have any tokens on it.
No, it's all black.
Nope. Oh, I
Yeah.
I see it now.
Yeah, Go Gorka should be able to see it now. Okay, so we're gonna keep it that way because the others aren't here. Um, yeah, so you see the side entrance in front of you.
Okay.
And
Yeah, I'll advance and open the door and try to do it, quietly.
okay, give me a stealth check.
It's gonna be bad. Is this one public or
Yeah, you
also
can do it
private?
public. We'll see the result immediately, pretty much. And you yourself will know that the door creaks very, very perceptibly as you open it. Um, but you can open it. You can click on it to open the door. And inside, you see that the cottage is in shambles. There are dried herbs, candles, and crockery that is smashed and scattered across pretty much every surface. There's a narrow bed tucked into an alcove along one wall, and a large armoire lashed shut with bright green vines that stands near the bed. And there's this really, really unpleasant odor like rotten garlic that fills the entire cottage.
Hmm. All right, she'll step forward. She's mostly just trying to see if the herbalist is here. What was her name again?
His name actually,
His
and
name.
the name is Abanye.
Abanye. Yeah, she's just looking for Abanye. And as she steps in, does she see any living creatures?
You step in to the cottage and cause a bit of a stir among all of the like plants and herbs and all that stuff that's littered on the floor, and some of it actually um, rises from the floor into a humanoid-looking shape. And I wonder if I can share this with you. The image of it.
I mean, I see the little tokens, but
You see the tokens. Okay, yeah, well. Here we go. That should show you roughly what it looks like, and it's this like plant-like creature, clearly the source of this almost overpowering stink, lumbers to starts lumbering, shambling towards you without making any sounds at all, but its intentions seem pretty clear.
okay.
Let's roll initiative.
I'm immediately leaving.
If you win initiative,
As quickly as I possibly can.
yeah, we'll see if you can. So roll for it.
Get my... Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I guess we can keep this combat short.
Yeah, if you wanted to be mean, you could use the stealth roll that I made to open the door as my initiative, since I was being sneaky.
Yeah, but they only really rose once you stepped in, so
Okay.
not that big.
In that case, she's immediately fleeing. She's not trying to tangle with these things. She was just looking for a Banye, and
Alright.
since he's nowhere in sight, there's dangers. She's booking it back to town.
All right. Okay, I see. Great. Then yeah, they are not as quick that they would, immediately lash you or anything like that. So you can escape back to town, and you probably come running as John and Melchis finish up their questioning in town.
Yeah, she probably finds them on a street somewhere, and she's wheezing as she comes up to them and goes,
What? Sorry. The something has happened to the herbalist. He is not in his cabin, and instead there are strange beings of plant matter there. They stink. Oh, they stink, but not in the good way that carcasses stink, in a very bad way.
Mm-hmm. You don't say, huh? Very well.
Well, let's go check it out.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it seems that troubles are afoot, so let's make this our first stop in our investigation.
All right, so I'll take you back there. Once again, it's just a short walk from town into the woods until you make it to this little clearing with that neat little cottage.
All right.
"Oh, nice, the ceiling and everything, the roof."
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Like I came in through the back around the side, and I saw them there.
All right.
They looked
So you saw the creatures in the back, or
inside the cottage. There were two.
but were they closer to the back of the cottage or the front?
About in the middle.
Okay, so I guess we can enter through here.
All right. Let me then, I will sneak around. Yeah, I will sneak around then, and I want to, I want to try something. So, says Melchis. Because he doesn't say out loud that he wants to mark someone for death, but that's what he wants to do.
Wait, Melchis, before you go. Out of sight of the group, I must keep eyes on you.
And she begins to perform a quick little ritual and then casts a spell upon you. Specifically this one.
Uh-huh.
Now I shall know if anything becomes of you. Anything bad.
Good. So, and now I'm off. And he vanishes into the bushes.
He's gone.
Where did he go?
Right. So what do you do? Melchis hiding in the bushes.
Yeah, and I'm trying to walk around. Ooh.
Immediately gets out of the bush.
Okay. So you circle around, and then.
I will try to open the door then, if this was the door from which King Marrow went in.
Yep. And but the others are staying at the front door. Is that correct?
Yes, I guess the idea is that we'd go.
Come at them from two sides.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Melchis opened the door, and indeed you see those creatures shambling around in there. It almost seems like they're using their vine-like appendages to pick up some of the herbs off the shelves, and they twist and turn it almost as if they're inspecting it curiously, and then they're just throwing it somewhere, and they pick up like a jar and pour its contents on the ground. Yeah, so that's the scene that you see, but we're stealthing, but not enough to avoid their attention as you open the door. And we're gonna go into the encounter here. Wait, so I have to end this encounter, and then I'm gonna add all of you to a new one. What's going on here? What did I do now? And you are in the encounter, and so are you. Okay, and I'll roll for mine, and you can roll yourselves.
So, I mean...
And we can use Melchis for the...
Yeah, stealth, because this time it is definitely that one.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So... The creatures apparently kind of take you by a little bit of surprise, Melchis. You are expecting Keen maybe to exaggerate or to just find very flowery language to describe them, but indeed she just said exactly what they are. They're walking plants, and the smell is rotten and horrible. And then they do something that surprises you. They just kind of reach out with one of their branches, and they shoot seed pods at you. So the first one wait, I should target you first. So you're the target, and this one shoots a seed pod. Ooh, critically hits you for 14 points of damage.
That's almost half of my hit points.
14 points immediately, then takes another action to attack. That's another hit.
That's also his. Wait a second. Where's my nimble dodge? What it does? It has +2 now. It will still. It will still hit.
Okay, so that's 9 points. And 14, then a third.
9.
Oh my god.
Okay,
and
this doesn't hit.
The third is a miss. But then the other thing takes its turn and also starts shooting seeds at you. Fails.
No.
Fails and critically misses once again. So yeah, so you're getting bombarded by these like sticky seeds, sticky and stinky, and they are just getting shot at you at such a velocity that they really just drill into your flesh and do almost like, well, modern day shotgun shells. So that was their actions, and then it is Melchis' turn.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, if they do that, I can spend 3 actions to mark them for death. So I guess from the other side of the house, people will hear a very uncharacteristically loud yell, "Are you green son of a goat?" And Melchis will step in, so that will be 1 step.
All right, at that moment, as you step in, I need you to make a fortitude save.
Oh, great. Fortitude save. I'm trying it.
All right, that is exactly enough to
not puke.
be able to deal with the stench. So it's okay. You can continue.
All right. Can I assume that I already unsheathed my sword before coming around?
Yeah, I mean, you know there's danger ahead.
Yeah, so I will take 1 step and I will try to stab them. Well, specifically this guy right in front of me, who presumably shot me full of recyclable lead.
All right, go for it.
Strike 1.
That's a hit.
I can see that it is not critical one.
No, and you're doing slashing damage to it? Yeah. Is that, can I see
No, it's
that
piercing.
somewhere?
It's short, so it deals piercing damage. Yeah.
Okay. So that was your second action, and the third?
And that's a second action is stab him again.
And that's another hit. And you do more damage to it. All right. It is injured, for sure. You see that it's like dripping sap onto the floorboards, and it definitely seems to hurt it. And then it is John's turn. You hear the sounds of fighting inside.
He's going to open the door,
Mm-hmm.
see what's happening. Okay. He will raise his shield. Where do I have it? Here. Boop. And walk in.
All right, and as you step in, you trip a little wire that was set up at the door, and the little wire pulls down or topples an urn that was sitting innocently next to the door, and it shatters. And at first you're wondering what that's supposed to do, but then it becomes clear pretty quickly as a viper emerges from the shards, and the viper is now going to join combat.
Okay. Is he stopped in his movement, or can he keep going?
Yeah, well, let me just take this in real quick.
Yeah.
So, pulls the tripwire, causes the urn to topple and shatter. Okay. Oh, sorry. I actually didn't explain that completely correctly. So the urn was not just sitting on the floor next to it, but it was actually arranged so that it would come swinging from a rafter near the ceiling and smash into you. So first of all, it's going to try and strike you. Which it misses, so it just smashes into the wall. And then shatters there, so you don't take the damage from the direct hit, but that little viper is now going to join combat here. Drops onto the floor. We'll see what its initiative is going to be. Okay, so That was that. Yeah, but you can keep moving. It doesn't interrupt. It doesn't end your
Okay.
turn.
Let's see. That's 25. And that's his turn.
All right. Teen Marrow.
Well, she probably heard the commotion of the pot smashing and sees the snake on the ground, so she's going to step up to it.
All right.
Can I? There we go. Didn't want me to go through. So she'll step up, and she will try to bite the viper.
You end your movement here, and as you like get ready to bite it, it reacts to your movement and slithers away 10 feet.
Oh. Well, that's rude. In that case, she is going to cast shield on herself. She'll add, and then she'll just continue advancing up next move action to, I guess, get over here behind John, kind of between him and the viper.
Okay. All right. All right, that was Keen's turn. Now we have the Shamblers. The Shamblers. Now that the trap has been triggered, they changed their tactics somewhat. And you're all within melee range, so it's just gonna start to melee. All right, so which one is first? That one. It's going to continue to attack Melchis, and it's gonna do so by using one of its vines to try to just club you with it. Ooh, that's a miss. And then a second attempt is a hit for 10 points of damage.
Wait.
And
No. Wait. I want to nimbly dodge it.
oh, nice. Okay, yeah, because it was just barely a hit, so you deftly dodge out of the way and avoid the pretty strong blow. And then you get critically hit by its final strike for 8 points of damage. Interesting. That's less than the one before. All right. That was the Shambler, and then we have the other Shambler, which is in range to attack John, and it's gonna unleash a barrage of vine slams. Misses you once, hits the second time around.
I think you will attempt to block.
All right. Which means that your shield takes this damage, is that correct?
I think if I just click that, it
Oh,
will
right.
do the calculation. I can do that, and then I can do damage, and it will automatically apply it. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, and then it just has one last attack that misses, however. Okay, those were the Stinkweed Shamblers, which is a great name. And then the Viper, as now that Keen has moved away, is going to try to jump her from behind. Let's see what its reach is.
It's just a little snake. Surely it doesn't want to fight. Surely it just wants to slither away.
No, it is actually joining the combat. It's been apparently it didn't like being in that urn, so now it's kind of peeved. Let's see, its reach is not mentioned, so I'm guessing that it has regular reach. And so it slithers up, and then it's gonna try to bite you, of course.
I did not make a save when I came in against the smell. Is that a thing I need to do?
Of course, yes, sorry. Good things that you say that. Both John and Keen need to save.
Fortitude?
Yes. Okay,
Nice.
John saves. All right, and Keen saves too. So that's that. The snake tries to bite you twice. The first time it misses, but then the second time around it manages to bite you for a whole point of
Yeah, she's going to block that with the shield.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. In which case, you see a bit of venom running down the shield as the viper pumps it through its teeth, but thankfully not into your body. Melchis.
Yeah, I'm gonna run away.
All right.
I think I will take the guarded step backward.
Okay.
Just in case of that.
Three actions, right? You could attack first. A fighting retreat.
I could. Well, okay. Let's do then.
Or you could delay until after John?
Mm-hmm.
You can do that in second Pathfinder. I forgot by this already.
I'm sure you can delay. Oh. Yeah, that's an action.
You delay or you bank an action? Like, is the...
It's a free action.
Free action. You wait for the right moment to act.
So do you want to do that?
Well, thing is, I mean, I was going to step like right behind the corner to drink the potions that I just brew, and then rejoin the combat on the next round, because.
Yeah, but you might not have to do that if you wait for a round. Maybe you'll be in the clear to not, so you don't have to use the action to run away first. So do you want to delay or do you want to do it now?
Okay, let's delay until John. I didn't after John then.
Okay, then it's John's turn.
He will, using his shield, nudge Melchis.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
And
So you kind of see him reach for his elixir, but instead you beat him to it, and
yeah, and he clearly looks in bad shape.
ooh, nice. 10 points back.
Let me just, I think, since it's the 2-action version. Yes.
So 18.
Yeah, let's make it the 2-action version for an extra 8 hit points. And that leaves him with 1 act, which he is going to use to strike this creature.
That's a hit, and you do 7 points of damage to it using your Warhammer. And you quickly regret having used that bludgeoning weapon on it, because as the leaves get crushed, the smell becomes even worse. So give me another fortitude save, both Melchis and John. Mm-hmm. All right. But yeah, you've apparently smelled worse. You're okay. Melchis, your turn.
We do
Well,
happen
okay.
to live with a gnoll now.
Yeah.
Didn't want to say that, but yeah, I guess maybe
All
there's.
right. Now I feel much better. Thank you. So I will proceed with stabbing. And unfortunately, I think, yeah, we are not flanking this guy, so no sneak attack. No. No. No, just stabbing. Pure stabbing all the time.
Okay, so where does it start? The first one is a hit for 4 points of damage. And then we have 2 misses. Okay. You battle the creature valiantly. Keen Marrow.
Keen is going to cast shield again on herself as an action, since it seems to be very effective keeping the viper at bay. And then she's gonna try to bite the viper back.
I think you can't do that. Or can you? No, I think you use it to shield block, right?
I used it to shield block, yeah.
After
it
you
says-
use
yeah.
your block spell ends and you can't cast it again for 10 minutes.
Oh, never mind. Well, I can't continuously do that then. Never mind.
Okay.
All right, well, then all the more reason to bite.
Mm-hmm.
Chomp. Let's see. Forgot that bit. Oh, let me target it. Hey.
That's a miss.
That's not good. Take a different tactic, and we are going to use the remaining 2 actions to cast a spell. She begins to mumble in Null as she grabs at some of the bones that are worked into the hem of her clothes, and some Null-ish spirits begin to emanate around her as she casts Bane.
Ooh.
She's going to see if she can't put some will saves on these creatures around her. It is a 5-foot emanation to start, I believe, which I can place.
Has no effect on a mindless creature. Are plants mindless?
Well, if they can shoot a gun at me, then
There's a trait, plant trait. Vegetable creatures have the plant trait. Well, yes. Magical effects with this trait, manipulate or conjure plants. Blah, blah. I don't know. I think it would have the mindless trait, right? If it was mindless, it should have the mindless trait.
well, I guess so.
I think so.
Yeah, it looks like that. So let's see. I don't think it has that. Yeah, it's not mindless. All right. How about the viper?
No, it's definitely not mindless.
Right, it's an animal, but that doesn't mean it's mindless. All right, okay. So, everyone in that area here, okay, so let's have that creature save, fails, and that creature fails as well. Okay, so both of them are baned. Okay, great. I believe that was your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it's the stinkweed's turn again. And this stinkweed is continuing to clobber Melchis with its vine. First one misses. Second one misses. That third one hits.
Yeah.
6 points of damage. Just when you didn't even think it was trying one more time, it succeeds and hurts you. Okay, so that's that. And then the other one, it is baned, which means
It's just a -1 penalty to attack rolls.
so, but it doesn't affect its targeting choices or anything. It's not like it's afraid or whatever. Okay.
No, none of that.
Okay, so then it'll attack John, I think, because it's just going to continue trying to attack John. So, striking once, twice, and hitting.
Yep.
Okay, for 6 points, and then a third.
And he will block that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no. Oh, that's right. I didn't raise the shield, so he should take the 6 points. Yep.
Okay. All right, so that was that, and that was the second stinkweed. So now the viper comes up again and tries to bite Keen one more time. Just one bite and a second bite. Oh, it doesn't say because I didn't target you.
First one's a miss.
Oh, second bite is a hit though. Does 2 points of damage, and I'm gonna have to ask you to make a fortitude save, as this time it is pumping its venom into you, and then it slithers away.
Yikes. So how far does it actually slither?
10 feet. Or it's 5 feet, I guess. It's just one square.
If it Okay, well I guess it won't matter that much. That's okay. She failed the save.
Okay. So let's do this by the book. So it's pumping its venom into you. You fail your initial save. So let's see. Do we have an onset here? No, doesn't look like we do. Viper poison, viper venom, viper venom. No onset. Then what happens next? It was not a critical failure, so you're just in stage 1. Which in this case means you're gonna take some poison damage. I believe you take it immediately, so that's 7 points of poison damage.
Ow.
And you are poisoned, just so we don't forget that. Is that a thing? Not really a condition. We're just gonna have to remember that. And then it's John.
John is going to start by raising back his shield. After which he is going to target the shambler between him and Melchis with a strike. Miss.
Maybe maybe we could try to use the hero points to reroll just to kill that.
That's a fair point. Should have used that on the fortitude save.
Yeah.
And for his last action, I think he'll try striking again. And miss again.
Oh, wow. Okay. Unlucky round for John. Melchis.
There's no thought, only stabbing.
Ooh, that's a hit. Good amount of damage, but not enough to destroy the creature. Kill it. Maybe the second one.
Yes.
No.
And not quite.
Oh, come on.
Still have one more action.
Uh,
You know what? I will use hero point to reroll this. Because fuck it.
Okay.
oh, it's only a +1. Let's see.
Whoa!
So that was
No, wait,
Let's
I
see.
rolled the wrong one, not the critical.
Oh, okay. Phew.
It would still be 4 points, though, right?
Yeah, there we
It'll
go.
be 4.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
even 4 points is enough to destroy, kill that creature. Good use of a hero point.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so next turn is Keen.
Was there a reason you got rid of the aura?
Oh, that was ongoing. I'm sorry.
It's as long as I keep spending an action to concentrate on it, it persists.
Sorry about that.
And it grows too.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. I have to spend an action to wait. It is an action. Hang on, let me bring up Bane again.
I think it maintains for free, and you need to grow it as an action.
Yeah.
You are correct. It has a
Just
1 minute
like
duration.
Bliss. Yeah.
Yeah, it has a 1 minute. It's the opposite of Bless. It has a 1 minute duration, and I just need to spend an action to expand it, which I will do. I'll spend an action to expand it out to 10 feet so that I can affect everyone again in the room.
Is it a second save now for the Viper?
I don't know.
Probably. I'd say it is.
I don't know how the venom works.
No, I mean for the Bane. Does it have to save?
Since it left the area and now the area
Yeah.
caught up with it again.
Oh, enemies in the area must succeed at a will save attack as long as they are in the area.
Oh.
Okay, so it's
Yeah,
each
so-
round anyway. Okay.
So it did it. Yeah, it left the area and then it's re-entered it. So I imagine it makes the save a second time, which is a failure at a 17.
All right. So it is once again baned.
And then she's going to. So that was one action. She's going to use another action now to cast Evil Eye. This time targeting, who's she gonna target? The plant that hurts a lot, or the viper that hurts a lot when it actually manages to hit? I have a feeling that both of them are pretty bad at will saves, so she's gonna try the plant thing. Evil Eye on the plant. I'll cast it. Yeah, and there's the will save. Of course.
And it's up.
See, the target becomes frightened.
So that was her second action, I believe.
Yes. I don't think there's any reason why she can't cast it again.
Yeah, I think you're right.
All right, she's gonna try to evil eye the plant a second time.
The same, or did you target the Viper
It
first?
becomes temporarily immune for 1 minute. She'll target that. Now she'll do the Viper. Why not? You're right.
Well, you have 2 eyes, so you can target 2 people.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so
Right.
at least now the snake is frightened too.
Right.
Okay,
It's
that's her
frightened.
own reaction.
It's like suddenly the urn seems like a good place to be.
I will make you regret biting me.
It already does. All right, the stinkweed's turn. It's gonna continue attacking John because he seems to be the most immediate threat, I guess. That's this hit.
He will block that.
Hmm? And that's a miss, and the final is a miss as well. Okay, then it's the Viper's turn. I guess it's just in panic mode at this point, so even though it is frightened like this, it's still gonna slither in. Action 1, then action 2 is going to be.
She's going to use a reaction as it's advancing
Oh, okay.
to cast another spell. I can't believe I'm spending all of my spell slots on this encounter. We haven't even left. But she's going to cast this as it's advancing towards her. I don't know how fast a Viper is, but I'm hoping this does something. It might do nothing.
It's a rounded moving creature with lifelike illusion, shifting their perception of the terrain to subtly lead them off course. Target must attempt a will save regardless of the result. The creature is immune to lose the path for 1 hour. Creature treats all squares as difficult terrain for its stride. Okay, let's see.
Just trying to slow the thing down as it's coming forward. I don't know what its movement speed is.
Fails. It fails, but its speed is 20, so effectively it's.
It's like it's moving so slowly. Maybe it only crawls along. Well,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
bad.
it doesn't move very far, but it is moving quickly as it kind of like darts in and then tries to bite you, succeeds in biting you actually, does 2 points of damage, and you're gonna have to do your fortitude save again anyway.
I'm gonna use a hero point on that.
All right. There you go. With 1 successful save. Is that how it works? Saving throw. Saving throw. When you first exposed, must attempt. The first attempt to save is called the initial save. And a successful initial, you are unaffected. If you fail the onset, you advance to stage 1, are subjected to the effect. Everything's done. Stages. At the end of the stage's listed interval. Oh, I see. So you don't actually save every round. So this was the save against the new dose, essentially. And now that you've failed the initial save, you're just gonna go through this. Oh, I see. No, it is just 1 round duration for stage 1, so you get a new save every round. Okay, so we'll use this one. And that at the end of the interval, you must attempt on success. You reduce the stage by 1, so you're now in stage 0, which means you've shaken off the affliction. Okay, great. And then the Viper uses its last action to move away again.
So since it bit me, do I need to make a new save, another fortitude save?
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
have
not
any.
sure how to deal with that. I think they're probably best dealt with as separate instances. So you're successfully avoided getting it a second time. Like to have two afflictions of that ongoing. Or let's look that up real quick because there was always I always used this house rule in first edition that additional failures just increase the DC, but I wonder if there's any way that it's handled in 2E. Multiple doses of the same poison. Here's the rule you're looking for. Multiple exposures to the same curse or disease currently affecting you have no effect. For poison, however, failing the initial saving throw against a new exposure increases the stage by 1 without affecting the maximum duration. So this poison only has 1 stage, so it doesn't, in this case, it doesn't really make a difference. So we can use this save as the one to end. Yeah,
Okay.
so there's no point in rolling it for additional doses, but it's good to know that that's how that works.
Got it.
Okay, that was the Viper's turn, and then it's John.
Okay, John is going to start by erasing his shield again. And then he will target the remaining Shambler. Let's see. With a miss. Last action, he will attempt to demoralize it. Give it the stink eye, and
Growl at it.
Yep.
Give it the intimidation. What's the DC for that?
It's against will.
It's against the will DC, so that's 18 in this case. So it's a failure. It doesn't seem to be phased by your human intimidation attempt. Melchis.
Well, in this case, I will do my best and try to maneuver myself to flank this creature finally.
Sorry, Simon, I clicked the button. I didn't know what it did. It changed my initiative.
Yeah.
It is. We are still paused. Please. Thank you. Yep. And with this, I can finally sneak attack this guy.
Okay.
Wait, I didn't target him. There we go. There was a toggle for sneak attack, right?
I think it even does it automatically.
Okay, let's see that.
That is a hit.
Oh, it does.
And that's 7 points of damage to it.
And I will do it again.
Miss. And that was your last action.
Yes.
All right, so you circle around it. Kind of the first time around, you manage to catch it by surprise, but then the second time, you miss. Keen.
I guess I'm gonna find out if this thing has attacks of opportunity, because I'm gonna step away.
And it does not take a reaction.
Alright, I'm gonna go down here.
And then you end your movement here?
I assume the Viper uses its reaction after I end my movement, right?
Yep.
I can't keep chasing the stupid thing. Yeah, I guess she has to end her movement there. There's no, like... way around it. So
Okay, so with the Viper slinks away by moving 10 feet over here. Is the lose the path thing still in effect?
I believe it's just on that. It's a very short term thing.
Okay, it's just for that particular move.
Yeah. The
Oh,
creature treats all its squares as difficult terrain for its stride.
oh, for that, just that stride. I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
All
So
right. Yeah.
really,
Then it just slinks those 10 feet away. And that's its reaction.
Okay. She's going to. Is she gonna? Oh, oops! Didn't mean to do that. I don't want to keep chasing this thing because I'm gonna lose the aura. Is it inside the aura if I'm over? If the aura is over here?
Yeah.
I mean, it's highlighting the square, but you know, I don't know if you consider that in or out.
I think it's in. Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit. God, I hate that you have to keep switching back and forth between the tools just to drag the aura with you. The question is it worth it to chase the Viper like that? Stupid thing. Everyone else can deal with it much better than I can, I'm sure, but I guess I think Keen has her own personal vendetta with the snake. She's gonna try to bite it. And maybe this time she'll be successful. I didn't target it, but 7 points of damage.
That sounds pretty good. Several points. And it tenaciously clings on to life with a single hit point left. This is your nemesis thing.
Does it have more hit points than a commoner?
I guess so. It has 8 hit points.
The snake is harder to kill than a person.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it survived so long in this house.
I guess. I don't know. I'm done.
All right, the stinkweed got stabbed in the what constitutes its back by Melchis, which it didn't like, so it's gonna take an action to step away here to a guarded step, and then target Melchis with its 2 remaining actions. 24 to
Okay.
hit, 10 points, and 17 misses. And it's the Viper's turn, and
It should only be frightened point right now.
the door should still be open, right? Nobody actually closed that. That must have been
Correct.
an accident. So the Viper is just gonna try to get out of here. I don't think that a guarded step is necessarily like something an animal could not do, but you don't have attacks of opportunity anyway. So it's just gonna use its actions to disappear into the bushes outside. That's 45, 60 feet of movement. And then it's John's turn.
John will move to flank the remaining shambler and attempt to hit it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a critical hit.
Nice.
So just-
Oh god, minimum damage.
I will try again.
Yeah.
that's another hit. And another 5 points. It's badly injured, but it's not yet life-threatening. Do you have a third action left?
That was move into attacks.
Melchis.
All right. Well, I mean, Melchis feels really bad, so I will stab this guy 2 times and then run away.
Okay.
Stabbing 1,
That's a miss.
stabbing 2,
And another miss.
and I think we're done here. So thanks, everyone. Thank you, and goodbye.
Melchis just swings his short sword through the air twice and says, "My work here is done. Goodbye." And then it's Keen's turn.
Oh, God. I don't want to be in melee. Well, I'll step up. Can't evil eye the thing, it's already baned. Burned most of my spell slots on the snake. Going real well for Keen. I'm just gonna step up and try to bite the thing.
All right.
Target it this time. Hey.
Ooh, look at that. Whoa! Keen clearly has had enough and just mauls or bites into the vines, doesn't even mind the foul taste of rotting garlic and vegetation matter, and just rips it to shreds.
I thought you were carnivorous.
Nice.
She says,
Common misconception. We eat anything that we are able to get our jaws around.
Yeah,
Though
and
it is preferred, well aged.
as Keen pulls a few stringy bits of bark and leaf material from her teeth, you hear a banging coming like from inside the armor, and a voice muffled saying, "Hello? Is anybody in my cottage? Did you take care of these things? Hello?"
Ah, yes, of course, everything is just fine, says Melchis, waltzing back in like nothing happened. Saying, good sir, just take a wild minute before we'll rescue you. And from this one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Melchis opens the door and immediately hides.
All right. So you have to cut through the vines that have been lashed around it,
Yeah.
and then you open.
Well, I have
the
+1
door.
sword, so it's.
Yeah, and there he is. It has to be your client, Abanye, who's a pretty handsome fella, a Mwangi man, with a very wise and kind expression. And he's obviously well, relieved to see you. And he says, "Oh, I don't know what I would have done without you. Oh, those things, I smelled them coming, but there was nothing I could do. They must have followed me in from the woods. It's rare that they dare to intrude on a home like that, but they must have known that I'm by myself out here and had nobody to help. I'm truly in your debt," he says, and he climbs out of the armor, turns around and rummages around in it for a little bit until he grabs a scroll. Or actually, it's more of like a large flexible leaf, but it has magical writing on it, and he rolls it up and he holds it out to you and says, "Dear, take this. It will protect you from fire if you need it. It's the least I could do. But may I ask, what made you look for me? Do you require my services?"
We heard that you were awaiting a delivery from Absalom.
Oh, yes, I did. I did. Do you have it?
No, we were actually looking for the courier who may or may not be in trouble. So we wanted to know if you had any information regarding that.
Yeah, we are
No.
contractually obligated to mention that the courier will be all right, and you will receive your package very soon.
Oh, I see. I hope she's doing okay. Is it still the centaur lady that did it the last few times?
That is who we're looking for.
Oh, I hope she'll be okay then. So you don't have my parcel, but then why are you here?
Well, we don't know what happened to the courier, so we're trying to
Oh,
get
you
to
thought
know anything. Maybe she swung by you and not the other places. Maybe you know anything about what may have happened to her.
No, I don't know anything. She was not here. I had ordered some Thuvian herbs from Absalom to be delivered, and the she was supposed to be the one to deliver it. But I think she was supposed to be here 2 days ago, and haven't seen her since.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we'll let you know as soon as we have any information.
Please do, and please, I really could use those herbs, especially now that, and he looks around his cottage, now that I can basically start from scratch with my all of my inventory.
Mm.
And he says, if there's nothing else I can do for you, I think I would like to start or cleaning up around here. Ooh, that smell! I gotta open the window.
What services were it that you say you could provide?
I'm an herbalist. I can help you with concoctions and ointments and salves and things of that nature. I can also write magical scrolls like the ones I gave you for you if you wish to hire me to do that.
She holds out her arm with the viper marks on it, still fresh blood, and she says,
I have been envenomed in the rescue on your life. Is there anything you can do to treat this?
Oh, sorry to hear that, he says, and he takes a good look at it. Those look like snake bites. Those things don't have teeth. How did that happen?
It was a viper. It most certainly had teeth.
Oh, I know. Well, I'm truly sorry. That's probably my fault then. I do keep a viper, or I guess I kept a viper around because I do extract its milk to distill anti-venom, um, which I think I should have. He starts rummaging around the shattered remains of his workshop. Ah, no. It's all broken. It's all just just dried up and unusable. But you'll be fine. It looks like the poison has already run its course through your body. I think you'll be okay. Might feel a little nauseous for a while.
she points down on the ground at a smear of red leading out the door, and she says,
Follow the blood trail and you shall find your pet snake again. I expect a vial of anti-venom as payment upon my return. You are welcome to have your life.
Uh, I guess that's fair, he says, and continues to start cleaning up. And I am grateful to you, don't get me wrong.
All right then. Well, we'll see you soon, I hope.
Indeed.
All right. So where next? What's the next destination?
Medical.
I think somewhere in town to do some patching up and repairing, things like that.
Indeed, it seems it would be unwise to travel the road in this state.
All right. So you head back to town, and what do you want to do?
Maybe we can try crashing at the Damilis for like a couple of hours while we lick our wounds.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, yeah. Tamily is always happy to talk meet you when you're in town, and she's definitely excited to hear about your newest adventure and those strange creatures. Really curious about it, to hear all the details that you have to recount to her if you're willing. And you can take your rest. I assume is it a short rest or a long rest?
I
There's
was
really no
thinking, not,
set time.
yeah, no, but we're just gonna take like uh, 10-minute slices to attempt medicine and things like that. Yeah.
Okay, all right, I see. So let's get started on that.
Perhaps it would also be a wise idea to investigate the wares of the one called Magaloy. I hear that he has potions on hand.
Okay, we can make that next stop as soon as we're back to fighting condition.
Yeah.
John is going to take a little table or whatever spot he can find to attempt to fix up his shield.
Okay. I will then treat my own wounds. And
I can try to help, but I don't know how successful I'll be, but I can attempt it. I don't think I'm going to help enough to fix that. Oh, that's John. Sorry, Matt.
Yeah.
Okay. I will. Since we are not in a hurry, I will try to declare my attempt against DC 20 to check to do the medicine. And I will not use risky surgery on myself.
I actually help you.
Hopefully, but well, maybe next 10 minutes.
Yeah, since John didn't succeed, he's going to try again and fail again.
Mm.
And another 10 minutes.
Still attempting to help, but not helping this time.
Ah, there we go.
Pina's like, no, you have to push this in.
Your understanding of human physiology is somewhat lacking.
That looks better, both for Melchis and John.
Yep.
I'll just
His
need to
shield is
remember.
back up to full health.
Great.
So I am expert in medicine, so on success that is 2d8 plus 10. Apparently. So that should put me right back. No, not like this. There we go. Back on my feet.
All right. Very nice.
Keen will also hold out her arm and ask if Melchis can bandage the snake bite.
Okay. Yeah, I think this can be done on DC 15, so on 2d8. God damn it. Another 10 minutes.
He really needs to.
There we go. Yes, and that would be this.
I mean, it's good that you're not risky surgeons doing the risky surgery. I guess it still kind of looks like a butcher's work. All these additional
Oh,
attempts.
Simon, you mentioned a scroll from Abania.
Yes, and that's a resist energy fire.
Is there an item that we can pull, or can we?
I think
Or is
you
that
just
like a standard?
I didn't know how to make that because it's just such a specific spell, but you can just pull a resist energy spell onto your sheet and then choose fire.
I think you can drag out the spell, and then it asks you, do you want to make it a potion, a scroll? It gives you like a list.
Okay.
Um,
Would you like to take it?
I would be much ingratiated to you.
Okay then.
if you hand over the scroll to her, she takes it from your hands and immediately begins crumpling it up into a ball as small as she can make it, and she tosses it up in the air, and Gorgorka opens her beak and snaps it up.
She will need to digest on it for some time.
Okay. Is that safe?
For whom? It will be very safe for us once I can cast it.
Oh. So your bird can eat magical writing?
Gorgorka has a taste for such magics, and then she whispers their secrets in my ears while I sleep.
Yeah, John is going to tighten the strap on his backpack.
Let me actually make sure I'm pretty sure it's on my list before I do that. Commit to that, but I think I'm pretty sure it is. It's an occult spell.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I find the spell list? The easy spot.
From within Foundry.
Anywhere. I mean, I know if I go into the compendium and like do a whole search and everything, but it just seems so.
On archives, I think you have it. It's the occult list.
Yeah. Resist energy. I think it. Yeah, it looks like it's on the occult list.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but yeah. So it'll take some time for Gorgorka to digest the magic in there, but once she does so, I can add that to my repertoire.
Okay.
Right.
And if Melchis still has 10 minutes of his time, John would appreciate some bandaging.
Mm-hmm. Very, very well.
Just some light work.
Yes, against 15 again, so that does it.
Thank you.
Nice.
All right. So off to the alchemist then.
Not an alchemist per se, just a brewer. She's working at and as she's the owner of the Crow's Cask Brewery and Tavern, which is pretty popular among little local folks. In the gallery, she is number 2, Megaloy. Yeah, it's a nice place. There's a sign over the door. It's a 2-story stone building, and on the sign you see a group of drunk crows perched on a leaky cask. But the place is more than just a tavern. It's a brewery and a shrine to Cade and Kalian. And Magaloy, as is commonly known in town, is a retired pirate who enjoys experimenting with new drinks, and she's always looking for enthusiastic customers to taste her newest concoctions. So not technically an alchemist, more of a brewer, but yeah, her creations have been known to have magical effects as well, or alchemical effects. Yeah, so she's easy enough to seek out. And when you show up, she is in the middle of one of her brewing experiments. There's like the sweet yeasty smell in the air, and she's throwing all sorts of different berries into a big cauldron as you arrive. And she looks at you, kind of perks her head, and says, "Oh, hello. I didn't know you were in town today. You care to join me for a drink?"
I wouldn't say no to a drink, but we are here on business. We heard you're expecting a parcel from Absalom, and we
Oh
think
yeah, yes. Oh, that's great. It's here.
we think it may have been waylaid or lost or something like that. We don't know exactly. Do you have any idea if someone might want to intercept it or something like that?
Intercept. I mean, it's a bunch of spicy peppers. They're quite tasty. They're hard to get. I mean, but I don't think that anybody would steal some peppers.
Okay. Do you have any information about the courier? It's the centaur lady. Do you know if she has a hideout in the area where she goes or something like that?
No, and she's been here at the cask several times. And she said that she actually quite likes this place. So I guess if she was in town, I would have seen her. I don't know. It's not like her to be this tardy.
Well, thank you for your time.
Yeah, of course.
We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks. Please do. Once you figure that out, please, if you could then come back and I might have something for you to do if you have some time after.
John is going to turn to his friends. Anything you need, Keen?
Whilst we are here, perhaps there are some potables in your collection which might aid us in case we encounter trouble.
Sure. She says, and she wipes off her hands and grabs basically a menu. And she said, I guess you want to see the specials. And she hands it to you. And it's essentially, I don't know, do you have access to the locations? Can you just double click the crow's cask? Can you do that?
We're still on
don't
the,
think so.
the cottage, actually.
Oh, right. So if you go to the Otari and then double click.
I don't believe we can see the locations in the journal unless you actually make like the journal entries visible to us.
I see. Okay. So let me see if I can. Can I just make a single entry? I don't know. I'm just gonna make this. It seems to be making the entire thing visible to you, but that's okay. So the crow's cask has an entry here, and you see under goods and services, that's essentially her menu.
Okay.
Anything that you might like?
Yes, I would like to acquire these potions of healing. How many do you have of the minor ones.
How many do you need?
Hmm. Perhaps 5 of the minor, 1 of the lesser.
Okay, that's a 6-pack. We can do that. So she hands you a flight of potions.
And yeah, Keen will hand over the 8 gold.
8 gold?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, you know what? Never mind. I don't have enough. I was looking at the level and not the not the price. I thought the level was the price. I was like, oh, that's a great deal.
I was wondering, when did you get rich?
I am not that wealthy. I take it back. Actually, this is perhaps a little rich for my blood. I will take these 2 of the minor.
Okay, well, it's good to know
She'll
your
hand over 8 gold.
good to know your limits. She says, and she puts the remaining ones away.
And she will add to. Oh, I can actually just drag them off the menu, can't I? Love it.
All right. Anybody else wants to buy anything here, or should we move
I'm
on?
good. Besides, I already spent all my money brewing my own potions.
All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's that. What do you want to do next? So not much you learned here, just that Narala apparently is usually on time, and it's kind of weird that she's been so late. You learned about the contents of the second parcel. Again, nothing too suspicious.
Shall we hit the road maybe and try to
Yep, it's about
hopefully
time, I
catch up
think.
with her?
All right. You indeed hit the road and head out of town. And yeah, so you follow the road, the Granary Road, which eventually would take you to Absalom. The land along the road was cut back and converted into farmland generations ago. So it's kind of a pastoral hike out here with all of these farmlands left and right. After some time, though, you see in the distance a farmer standing by the side of the road. Big, young, red-faced man, human, with lots of, despite the fact that he's fairly young, you see lots of wrinkles on his forehead, as if he's like almost looks like he's always worrying about something. And he waves to you as you walk by. He says, "Hey, you! Could you maybe help me? Hey there!"
Well, we are the very helpful fellows. Of course, we will help you, my friend. What do you need?
That's very, very good to hear. Very good to hear. Yeah, seeing as you're headed up the Granary Road, I just wondering if you could do me a favor. There's many of the farms in the area here have been damaged by strange fires recently. It's like something is suddenly setting our fences and outbuildings ablaze. So we're thinking there's some arsonists running around. All the farmers look to Jayla High Stepper, seeing as she's head of the Farmers Guild. She's good to get us through our troubles, and she was here talking to me about all this not too long ago. She was going to speak to my neighbor, Lavinia Shroon, because Lavinia's farm burned, killing all of her hogs. But see, here's the thing. Jella was going to talk to Lavinia and then come right back. Like, right back, she said. Going to my next door neighbor just up the road, it's not more than like a 15-minute walk, 20 minutes at most, and I'm real worried. Could you maybe check on her? It'll be right on your way. Could you all do me that kindness?
Sure, we can take a look.
That's awful kind. Thank you very much. I'm sure they just kind of got lost chatting. But who knows? It's just I just worry about it.
Yeah, sure. Like as we turn away, Melchis will like whisper to his to the party, like thinking out loud, like maybe this strange rowdiness is connected to the disappearance of our I mean our client. Yes.
It could be, yeah.
If only we could rest for the night, so that Gorgorgo could whisper the secrets of resisting fire to me. But alas, there is no time.
Yeah, you continue down the road, since that's where the farm is supposed to be, and soon enough, you reach the farmstead. There's a large barn and a farmhouse and several outbuildings that come into view. The simple wooden fence around the farm has been badly burned, just like Hank said. And in the field between a barn and a large shed lie the charred remains of 2 hogs and a horse.
Are those like the bad hogs that almost killed us, or the good and tasty hogs?
The good and tasty hogs. But I am afraid we're gonna have to leave it at that for today.
All right.
Speaking of tasty hogs, I have to start thinking about dinner.
It's good.